Now, so we understood. Okay, so what is option is? I would like to give you some theoretical view on this. So what is option is? So option is a contract. As we discussed, it's a contract that gives the right, but not an obligation, right? A for what? Either to buy or to sell the underlying asset on or before stated date, and this date is called as expiry day, right? At a stated price. This date price is called as strike price. Either we'll call it a strike price or exercise price. See, look at the terminologies which we used. For a price, and this is going to be the premium, and this is how you need to read the definition as far as option is concerned. So the option contracts gives the right, so that is the main feature. Who gets the right? So the buyer gets the right. So obviously we are talking about only the buyer, but not the obligation to buy, not the obligation to buy. So which means this type of option is called as call option, and this is called as put option. Okay, so theoretically this is how it works. So now in any contract, whether it is call option or put option, so I'm talking about buyer of the options. So when I say buyer of the options, I'm talking about buyer of the contract. I'm not talking about the currency, I'm not talking about commodities. Okay, so buyer of the option. On the other way, I can also call them as holder of the options. The other one is seller of the options, or the other way, the writer of the options. So why do we call them as holder of the options and writer of the options? Let's say, for example, I'll put a simple thing. So maybe the same example which I'll give you for forward contract. Assume you're going to buy a house. So what you do today is you make an advance payment and you get the contract from the seller. So who prepares this contract? The seller. So when I say the seller is preparing, the seller has to write the contract. So that's what it is. Anyhow, nowadays we have got a document writer and other people in place, but still, if I'm a normal person, so the seller is going to write the contract. So he's called as writer of an option. And the person who came here to buy that particular house.
So the screen is not visible. The screen sharing.
It is in sharing mode only.
So the writing part, are you writing anything?
No, that's what PPT is. Can you able to see the PPT?
Yes, the PPT is visible.
Yeah, in PPT only I'm writing it off. So in the PPT itself, yeah, that you can see, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say, for example, you are going to buy the house, and assume I am the promoter or I'm the builder. So what you get is you make the advance payment, and on receiving the advance payment, so what is that I'm going to get? So on receiving the advance payment, I have to prepare the document, and that's the reason I'm calling them as writer. A writer is a person who is going to prepare the document, either by himself or with the help of document writer. So I'm going to sell the contract. That's what I'm preparing the contract. On the other side, you are going to buy the contract on, or you are going to hold the contract till you exercise the house, till you buy the house. And that's the reason we call it as the buyer or holder. For the seller, the other name is writer. Not for all the sellers, I can call it as writers.